MissVindicat, and you are looking at my guinea pig named Spencer, and at Harvey, my cat, who is going to join us. In this video I will tell you guys the story of my guinea pigs. I used to have two, and it is a good story. I think it's a bit strange and sad, but mostly happy. So yeah, that's what I'm going to tell you guys. Mike is joining us too. I don't know if you see him yet. I think so. I love my animals so very much. So, hey Mike. Hello. So, first of all, let me tell you, I am creating these whisper videos a lot, once a day, and I would really appreciate it if you could like this video if you like it, or if you could subscribe if you aren't yet. Only if you like my videos, of course. Otherwise, what are you doing here? Just kidding. Hey Spence. Hello, cute little guy. Do you want something to eat? I thought so, yes. Here's some bell pepper for you. Alright, so let me start. Okay, it was about, I don't know, 8 years ago or maybe even 10 years ago, and I was still living with my former boyfriend, and I really wanted a cat, or maybe 10 cats, numerous cats, but in any way, cats. And my boyfriend at the time, and this should have been a warning to me, you know, that something was wrong between us, but he didn't like cats at all, and he didn't want a cat. So I was pretty unhappy about that, but well, I stayed with him, and a friend of mine had 2 guinea pigs, and I did like her guinea pigs. I mean, cats are way better, of course, because cats are the best, but her guinea pigs were really cute, and I did like them a lot. So then I asked my former boyfriend what he thought of guinea pigs, and well, he didn't like guinea pigs either. I mean, he just doesn't like animals in general. So he was not thrilled, but on the other hand, he didn't care that much about guinea pigs because they have their own cage, as you can see here. So you know, the guinea pigs would not, you know, he would not have to be around the guinea pigs. They would not bother him. You know, like a cat can just jump on you when you don't expect it, or you know. So he was okay with me getting guinea pigs. So I was happy. Don't worry about this, by the way. They're very used to each other, and I spent years keeping them apart because I was afraid that the cats would think that the guinea pig is like a mouse and they would attack. But well, a lot of experience showed me that they don't, and I never leave them together like this with the cage opened when I'm not around, but when I am around I do it. And yeah, this is actually part of the story, but I'm coming to that. So I went to the place where my friend got her guinea pigs, and there were like a lot of guinea pigs who needed a home over there, and I picked 2 because apparently guinea pigs are way happier when they're not alone, and they were still babies back then, and that is, let me think, I think it was in 2011, or maybe even 2010. No, I think it was 2011, and it was in December that they were born, and I got them male names. I mean, well, this just all this gender confirming stuff is boring, right? So I named them Spencer and Deeks. And Spencer was the clever one. That's the one that's still alive today. And I named him after Spencer from Criminal Minds. I really like that person, you know, that from that series. And Deeks, I named after Deeks from NCIS LA, who is like maybe a little bit less smart, but very cute, and especially big with a lot of hair. And now I will show you a photo of Deeks here somewhere on the screen. See, if you know the Deeks from the series, you see the resemblance. So, yeah. And at first they were very tiny and very shy, but I was very patient with them. I mean, I really love animals, so I sat next to the cage and I didn't force anything on them. You know, if they wanted to hide, like in their little house or underneath all this stuff, you know, like this, underneath this, I just let them. But I sat next to them a lot and I spoke to them quietly, softly, like ASMR, like. And slowly they got used to the house and to my voice, and they would just run around the cage and have fun, and yeah, all of that. And then at the end of 2012 my boyfriend and I broke up, and shortly after I moved to this apartment where I'm living today. And obviously I took the guinea pigs with me because well, they were mine and I would never part with them. So we just lived here. And then in the summer of 2013, when I was living here for half a year, then I got Harvey and Mike. My cats were just kittens back then. They're born in May of 2013. And I debated about that, you know. I thought, do I want 2 cats and 2 guinea pigs? I mean, 4 pets is a lot, especially since in the apartment where I live I'm actually not allowed to have pets. But yeah, I think it's okay. And I also thought that my apartment maybe would be too small for cats. But then I was at the shelter, the animal shelter, and I came there with a friend. I think I told the story of Harvey and Mike a long time ago. I'll link that video up here. But yeah, at the shelter someone told me that even if you have a small apartment, you can still very well have some cats, especially if you do 2 of them together. So that made me happy, and I got Harvey and Mike. So then I had 4 pets. And like I just said, at first I was pretty much afraid that the cats would eat the guinea pigs. But that didn't happen, and what did happen was actually something that would be very happy in the end after Deeks died. That is that the cats, they liked the guinea pigs a lot. They would sit in front of the cage and just stare at them like it was a real live television show. It was so cute to see. And the guinea pigs at first were a bit shy. If the cats would come close, they would hide in their little houses, you know, because they're prey animals, so they, yeah, obviously they're used to hiding, and it's just their instinct to be afraid. But Mike and Harvey just kept staring at them. And what happened in the end, or after a while, that was that the guinea pigs got used to being around the cats. And like I said, the cage would usually be closed. But they would just sit next to each other, and the guinea pigs stopped hiding when the cats were close. And sometimes I would come home and find them with their little noses touching each other, you know, the guinea pigs in the cage and the cats outside of it. But they would just, you know, they would touch each other a little bit, and I just felt like, hey, they start to like each other, and that's actually a good thing. And then into 2015, at the end of 2015 or exactly. Then Deeks was, let me see, 4 years old. Yeah, I think he was 4 years old. Then Deeks died, and it was when I was in South Africa, and there were people living here in my house, 2 friends, and yeah, they said that already Deeks started to eat a little bit less, and they were worried, but then he started to eat again, so it all looked well. And then one day they returned home, and they said they immediately noticed that something was going on because the cats acted very strange, and they didn't understand, but it was like, hey, what's going on? And then they saw that Deeks was not alive anymore, and yeah, I was sad, of course, but still I was happy because, well, I do think that he had a good life, and he enjoyed his life, and I was happy that I got to take care of him. And then I was sort of worried about Spencer, this little guinea pig that I've left, because since I'm not allowed to have pets, and 4 pets is kind of crazy, I decided that I was not going to buy or get another guinea pig. Yeah, first of all, I didn't know if I would help Spencer with it, because yeah, at that point he was already pretty much an old guinea pig, and you know, like a little young one with a lot of energy. I thought he might not like that, and also I don't want to have guinea pigs forever, because I am a cat person, and the guinea pigs were sort of a compromise between my boyfriend and I. You know, I just thought that Spence was going to be my last guinea pig. But I was worried, you know, that he had to live alone, and that he yeah, would be sad and unhappy. And then that is where the cats turned out to be a total blessing, because just like before, they spent a lot of time together. And as you can see right now, Mike is just sitting there, and if my guinea pig would be scared, he would be in his house right now, just sitting very still. I mean, I don't know if you guys know about guinea pigs, but if you know about guinea pigs, you know that what you are seeing right now is not a scared guinea pig. So actually it feels like my guinea pig is not that alone, and that is something that I really like. They're friends. Hey Spence, do you want something else to eat? It's not for you, Mike. Spence, do you want something? So, yeah, it's been going very well, and that was until a couple of months ago. Then suddenly, Spence lost a lot of weight, and he used to eat whatever I gave him. You know, he likes vegetables, he likes some fruits, he likes well, everything. He just ate a lot, but now he was not eating that much, and sometimes I would find like the bell pepper that I'm giving him now, I would find some leftovers, and that was just new, because you know, he just always ate everything till the last bite. So I was sort of worrying, you know, I thought maybe he's having pain, or he's dying, and right now he will be 7 in December. And I just got a comment on one of my previous videos of a listener, hi by the way, who said that their guinea pig sometimes became 12 or 13 years old. And well, that is amazing, but I think it's not usual. I think actually, according to my vet, 7 years old for a guinea pig is already pretty much like a very old guinea pig, and they can become older, but that is rare. So yeah, like I said, I brought him to the vet, and the vet was a very sweet woman, a young woman, and she took her time, which I liked a lot, because I was afraid, you know, there I am with a guinea pig, and I was afraid that she would just say, well, yeah, let's just give him, you know, like some drugs, and so he'll die because he's just old. And but she really took a good look at him, well, her, and everywhere. And she said that if a guinea pig is in pain, then that poking is going to be horrible and the guinea pig is going to scream. And Spencer just remained pretty calm, so she was optimistic. She said like, well, she's just old, so then it makes sense, you know, that they start to eat less, and that it is very well possible that she will die, you know, because she's just old. But that on the other hand, it might not happen yet, and that I should just spoil him as much as I can. So I should give him all the things he wants to eat, and I should not worry about, you know, if they eat too much. If they like one sort of vegetable, just give as much as you want, and you know, just basically give her whatever she wants to eat. So I've been doing that, and the first couple of weeks after this visit to the vet, I was pretty afraid. I thought that she could die any moment, and every time when I came home, I walked in and looked around the corner like, ooh, is she going to be dead? But after a while, I noticed like, well, no, she's a strong guinea pig, and she's just going on and on and on. And nowadays I'm just buying her favorite foods, which is mostly carrots and kale and bell pepper. And yeah, she's eating that like crazy again. And yeah, she's still having a lot of fun together with the cats, as you can see here. So yeah, all is good actually. So yeah, actually really, I'm kind of curious. I was like, did I never make a video about my guinea pigs before? But yeah, I might have mentioned them, I think. But I don't think I did a really just one video about them. So actually the person suggesting to me that I make a video about the guinea pigs, that's actually a very good idea, so thank you for that. This way I can remember this cute pet even after she dies, which she inevitably will someday, of course. But yeah, for now all is well, like I said. And I've just got these 3 pets, and they love each other a lot. And yeah, I'm just very happy with them. So that is the story of Harvey and Mike and Spencer, and also a little bit the story of Deeks. Rest in peace, Deeks. So yeah, that is it. And then, like I said, thank you for subscribing and liking this video. It feels a bit silly of me to ask for that, but I do notice that the YouTube algorithm really favorites. I can't speak. Really pushes forward videos that are liked a lot. So yeah, just thank you if you want to do that for me. Thank you very much. And then I hope you like this video, and I will make another one, well, soon, maybe tonight, otherwise tomorrow. So yeah, that is it, guys. Thank you for listening, and sweet dreams.